Comparative advantage is one of the most powerful topics in economics and allows us to see how a country can benefit from trade even when it can produce all the products itself. Comparative advantage means being able to produce at a lower opportunity cost. On the board we have two countries, the red country and the blue country, and the lines represent the production possibility frontiers of the two countries. The blue country can produce both tuna and bread. It needs to specialise in the production of tuna in order to produce 100 units. Doing so means it produces 0 bread. To produce bread, it can give up tuna, and if it gives all its tuna up, it will be able to produce 200 units of bread. Therefore, the opportunity cost of a unit of tuna in the blue country is 2 units of bread. The sacrifice of 1 unit of tuna allows it to produce 2 units of bread. The red country can also produce bread by sacrificing tuna, and the sacrifice of 1 unit of tuna allows it to produce 4 units of bread. Total specialisation of bread allows it to produce 800 units. We can see therefore that the opportunity cost of a unit of tuna differs in the two countries. And because the lower opportunity cost of tuna is in the blue country, we say the blue country has a comparative advantage in the production of tuna. If we produce bread, then the sacrifice of a unit of bread allows us to produce tuna. But this time, 1 unit of bread sacrificed allows us to produce 1/4 of a unit of tuna in the red country, and the sacrifice of a unit of bread in the blue country allows us to produce 1/2 a unit of tuna. Thus, the lower opportunity cost for bread production is in the red country. We now assume complete specialisation in the product in which the country enjoys comparative advantage. Thus, the blue country specialises in tuna, and the red country specialises in bread. For the countries to benefit, they must now trade and be able to consume products outside their own PPFs. The blue country, now producing tuna, would like to produce or consume some bread, and it can do so by importing bread from the red country. The blue country needs to receive at least 2 units of bread for each unit of tuna, otherwise there's no point in trade. Similarly, the red country will sacrifice bread to import tuna from the blue country, but it will not sacrifice more than 4 units of bread to do so. An exchange rate that would benefit both countries must lie between these two opportunity costs. The blue country will now be able to import 3 units of bread for every unit of tuna sold to the red country. And if it did so, it would be able to sell all its tuna and be able to consume 300 units of bread. This must be advantageous for the blue country. The red country also benefits. Instead of sacrificing 4 units of bread for each unit of tuna, by trade it can sacrifice fewer units, only 3. In this case, giving up 300 units of bread, it would be able to consume 100 units of tuna from the blue country. We see that its consumption possibilities lie outside its production possibility frontiers. Sacrificing the 300 units of bread that it gives to the blue country allows it to consume 100 units of tuna from the blue country. These gradients, of course, are equal at 1 to 3, and we can see that both countries can now consume outside their production possibilities. The limits of consumption are bounded by what the other countries can produce. So after this point, since the red country is importing all its tuna from the blue country, further consumption of tuna must be done by producing it itself, and would only be able to produce at a rate of 1 to 4, allowing maximum consumption of 225, and this gradient will now fall.